Guys, turn the music down. We're about to pull up right now.
You are now arriving at 6th Street Entertainment Podcast. Download on all major podcasting platforms and follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Enjoy the show.
Thank you, everyone, and welcome back to episode 76 of 6th Street Entertainment Podcast. It's been a little while. I don't even know how long. What, 5 months or something like that now?
5 months. 5 months.
And I got two of my good friends here joining me. Go ahead, you guys. Starting with Tony.
This is Tony, also known as Strong Great Tony OG on Twitch.
What's up? It's Junior, also known as Big Man Junior OG on Xbox or whatever else I'm on.
All right, and on this episode, we're back to bring you guys the results of Game Awards, go over some of the games from Games Awards. There's a bunch of cool ones shown. Before we get into that, first of all, one of the reasons we've been gone so long is all of us just kind of got caught up in other stuff and life, work and stuff. I've been working a lot more. I've been doing a couple other things too. Got super heavily into the stock market and stuff, which if you're a part of the Discord group, talked about it a little bit in there. I guess our Discord now isn't only just video games, so go ahead and join us to join up with that investment group that I created in there too. You can find us on Facebook, 6th Street Entertainment. I'm going to start being more active in there. Kind of took a break from that, and then same with the Twitter, 6th Street Entertainment on there. The link for the Discord you can find is on the Facebook, and then pretty much all major podcasting platforms we're on. We never shut down any of the episodes. All of the other 75 that we have numbered, plus all the other episodes we did earlier on. They're all on there, available to listen to, and on YouTube, a lot of video, a lot of video episodes are on there for viewing from the past. And then this one isn't live this week. We're recording this one. Actually, the date today is the 16th, Saturday of December. And we'll get this one up as soon as possible. I think moving on from here on out, we're going to try and get at least an episode a month out to you guys. Just whatever our time allows. Just got other priorities kind of going on right now. And then with the holidays right now too. I know after this, I got to go do shopping and go get Tony's gift. That's what I'm going out for. You're going to like it.
Can't wait to see it.
But anyways, in the last 5 months that I've been gone, at least I could say I haven't stopped playing games. I actually got a list here that I'm looking at. Good handful of games I'll go over and give a couple of updates on games that I know we were following and talking about, such as Redfall, what ended up going on with that, Crime Boss. But anyways, I'll start at the top of my list. So first one I got is Dying Light 2. I know that's an old game, so nothing new. I went back into Dying Light 2 and got sick of playing the PS4 version and deleted that one and restarted my whole game on the PS5 version. I forgot you got it on Xbox, huh?
I have it for the Series X.
Yeah, I told Junior I need help on there because I'm on some mission right now where it's all night, and with all those volatiles they added throughout the night, I'm just getting my freaking ass kicked in that. So yeah, restarted Dying Light 2.
I know about that. I know about that. I picked the fight with one because I thought I was like, oh, let's see, I can lure him over here and just do the bait and switch where you just near the safe house and you can lure him to the to the UV lights and they go and then you start whooping the shit out of them.
Okay, so you want to know what I did when I was by myself? What happened? This is what happened. So when we used to play before all the volatile, they had that setting. I'll go through this real fast because we got a lot to go through right now. But you know how they have the runner ones that they're stronger too. So
yeah, those the virals or something with a V.
Yeah, so I thought, you know how those ones are all out at night, and I didn't know about the volatile update. So I'm like running on some rooftops and I see a couple. I'm like, oh, these are some easy kills, easy tokens. I'm gonna go run up and get these tokens real quick. So I walk up to the first dude with my steel pipe and bing, I'm pretty sure my pipe bent on his back. he turned around and I was like, oh, that's not one of the virals. And I turned around and booked it to the nearest windmill. I was like, holy shit. When I turned around, there's like 3 or 4 of them behind me chasing me.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, that's Dying Light 2. And these are in no particular order. I just wrote down a big list of games because some of them are newer. Dead by Daylight, still been playing that. They just got, if you guys have been following that, they just got Chucky in the game in the last
Oh yeah,
update.
from Dead
Oh
by
yeah,
Daylight.
oh yeah, I
I
remember.
actually bought it for PC.
You got Chucky?
Mhm.
Oh,
I haven't played him yet.
I still got to get him. Yeah, he looks hecka fun. I watched some Twitch gameplay on him. It looks like he's, if you're familiar with Dead by Daylight, he's almost impossible to loop from what I'm hearing or seeing. I haven't played against him yet either.
I would expect he'd be fast.
Well,
and
he
nimble
can he can go under the pallets, so you can't really drop pallets on him. He can crawl
Well, that's
underneath
Of
them.
right.
course, he's
He can
small
only
enough.
crawl. He can't
Yeah.
jump over.
So he could do that, and then he has some other little like I don't know what all his perks do, but one of his abilities, he has like this lunge attack with his little knife. So like if you're running in a straight line with him, and you're like a certain distance, then he can lunge at you and get a hit on you.
No, that kind of reminds me of the Oni, where if I can with a sprint dash, I can just sprint and then fucking mollywop. Jordan got caught in that.
Yeah, the Chucky one's a lot smaller. The Oni's you can go a farther distance.
Yeah, but yeah.
All right,
Oni's harder to
so
control. Same things like what was the hunter or the chainsaw one. He can also do the he goes.
oh, the hillbilly, yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right, next one I got up is the finals, and that's a newer one. I think it came out on the day of the Game Awards. Actually, I think it was the 7th of December. And I've jumped in and out of that. It reminds me a lot of like a couple different shooters I've played. It reminds me of Call of Duty 1 because it's so damn fast paced. I mean, it's literally, I would consider that like one of those Twitch shooters. But it's got Junior, do you remember the name of the battle royale game we used to play where there was a lot of verticality in it? Like we could jump up on the roofs and jump hella high and run hella fast and stuff. And it was a battle royale one. We played it like probably last year, honestly.
The ones that
It was a
roof.
I want to say it was a Ubisoft game. I think. All right. Anyways, it reminds me of that because there's a lot of verticality to it. Anyway, there's like these zip lines that can get you up onto the roof. You have these jump pads that can launch you up into the air onto roofs and stuff. There's a lot of destruction to the map.
Is that one we can buy the loadout in the beginning and upgrade the things?
I'm pretty sure.
Wasn't that? Was it Rogue? I don't think it was. Was it Rogue?
No.
No, I know there's another one that was like Rogue that was similar to it, but it's not that one.
Yeah, I know it's one of the
you
Rogue
start
ones.
you start up in the ship and then you fly down.
I'm pretty sure it's that one. Yeah.
I think it was.
It wasn't called Rogue. I know that. I forgot the name.
I think it was.
PUBG?
No,
No.
not PUBG. PUBG's been out for a long time.
But they have different, so they got different classes in it, kind of like I want to say like Overwatch, but it's not like support or anything. You got like light, mediums, and heavies, and your lights are faster. They have like SMGs and littler guns and stuff like that. I think they have pistols actually, and then they move around quick. That's like their ability. The medium are like the soldier people. They got like, medium speed, medium health. And then you got the heavies, which are these big guys, and they can actually run through walls of buildings and stuff and kind of cause some destruction and stuff like that throughout the maps. And then the game mode, there's one game mode that I played one time. I didn't really like it. I forgot what that one was called, but I think the one is called Cash Out. And when you start the match, it's teams of 3 versus 3 versus 3. So you got 3 teams of 3, 9 people total on the map, and it gives you like one spot you got to get to. It gives you an objective, and everyone's trying to get to that spot. So you get to that spot, and you got to like sit there for a timer and get this cash out cube. You grab this. Someone on the team grabs the cube, and you got to take it to another objective on the map, another area. and you got to put like the cube in, and then you got to sit and wait for the timer to go down. Once that timer goes down, that cube gives you $10,000 per each little run there, and you got to get 20,000. So basically, you got to get 2 cubes and do the timers, like basically defend it, hold it off, and then you can win the game. That's the one that I've been having fun playing, but it's pretty cool. So what I ended up doing is I kind of weeded out like a lot of my games on the library through Xbox, Steam, everything that I just haven't been playing in a while because I needed to free up space, and then all these newer games are coming out. And my goal for 2024 is not to get into as many games as we did probably, I would say this last year, but maybe in the last 2 years, we've just been getting so many games and starting them and not being able to finish them. So I think what my goal for myself for 2024 is going to be is do like Tony does. If I get a single player game, I'm going to stick through with that until I freaking beat it. And then there is a couple like multiplayer games that I want to get into and just kind of stick with those ones and kind of get good at those ones. One of them being Battlefield, which I'll talk about next. But going back to that finals, I'm having fun with this. I kind of want to get into, but the shooter that's similar to this one, kind of, I think you guys played the beta with me, is X Defiant, the Tom Clancy one that's going to be coming out with all the Splinter Cell characters and Rainbow Six. I really, really liked that one the last time we played it. Like, I felt like the gunplay mechanics, everything was so smooth. Because I remember that I talked about it when I got into the closed beta the very, very first time without you guys, and I was like, I don't know about this. And then when we got into the second one, like I remember I was saying it feels a lot better. So I'm kind of still waiting for that game to come out. I think once that one comes out, I kind of feel like a lot of people will move from the finals to that one. It's just, to me, it's similar in the gameplay and everything, where it's those like real quick shooters. But I feel like that Tom Clancy's X Defiant is going to be a little more popular just because like the characters that you got, the big Rainbow Six, Splinter Cell, all that in it, All right, moving on though from the finals. Battlefield 2042, like I just said, my younger cousin got me that, Tony's little brother, when it first came out. What was that now, like 2 or 3 years ago it came out?
I think it was 2 years.
2 years ago? Yeah, Battlefield 2042.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I was trying to I was playing that here and there, and then finally these last couple of weeks I've been playing that game a ton. I've been starting to get more into that, and just kind of, I think as a shooter, that's one of the ones that I'm going to end up sticking with. I just like where Battlefield is going, what EA did with it after all the bugs and everything it had when it first came out, and all the flack it was getting when it first came out. They really turned that game around, and me and Junior just played a couple nights ago. We had some freaking great games. I played the night before him. I got like 4 games in before I had to go to sleep. They're freaking awesome, heck of fun. And then I know the last time me and Tony played, it was a freaking blast too. So definitely going to try and get some more Battlefield nights going.
The tank flips over and shit.
Yeah, me and Junior did one. We were getting I kept getting smoked on a game we were winning. And so finally I died one time, and I saw I can get a truck. So I'm like, screw this. I'm taking the truck in. I'm going to start running people over. I get in the truck and I hear Junior, you got a vehicle? I'm like, yeah, there's a truck there. So Junior spawns on me, gets in the truck. I see everyone trying to battle again this building, and I know it has garage doors. So I'm like, screw it. We're taking this motherfucker in, Junior. So we go in, and Junior just starts capping everyone. And then we win the game right after that. I don't know if it was because of us, but I'd like to think so.
Well, we got into since it was the Rush Point ones, wasn't it? So we're in there in this thing where we could take it over, and we're just blasting, shooting everyone.
Yeah. But yeah, so still having a lot of fun with Battlefield. They're still doing good things. Still new stuff coming out for it too. I just got all the little Christmas stuff. They got their Christmas event going on. I got the little player cards, and then we got the candy cane charms.
Yeah, you could go pretty fast up in their freaking the battle pass thing.
I was gonna say there's so much to unlock in that game. I like playing it because when you do good and you unlock stuff, it seems like you unlock like 4 or 5 things at a time.
Yeah, because it was just all the little things that it does little, it shows you like the little points you get in order to go up. It goes by little point system, little points. If you do one thing, it gives you like 4 points,
Yeah.
and then it goes tally up 4 points and how many it goes like that. I like that more simplification because then you go, okay, all right. Oh, I just have to. If we just say like, if you just want to play just quickly and just like, oh, I have this one thing I can do really quickly and do it, get 4 points and go to the next one.
Yeah.
Well, kind of other ones, if you have to do it, you have to guesswork. Well, how much do I need to play in order to get to the next one?
You can still pay to play.
Yeah, and we know that you do that. Uh,
That's why his characters look so good.
or not balling like you, Tony.
All right. Next one up, got Cyberpunk 2077 on the list, and that one is on there because I went to go start the Phantom Liberty. I think that's what it's called.
DLC.
Yeah, the new
Yeah,
the expansion basically.
yeah, it's a Phantom Liberty. Yeah.
So yeah, I did get that like a while back. I just hadn't touched it, and then finally I was like, I'm gonna do this. And then when I went to go start it, I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna do a whole new game. So I ended up starting a whole new Cyberpunk game too. Probably I think like a week ago I started it. I just got through the first couple missions. I'm not really doing a lot of the side stuff. I'm trying to just go through the main story. I'm gonna do the side stuff later once I get a bunch of new cyberware and stuff like that to make the missions a little easier. But I did the first time I did a playthrough, I did the Nomad storyline. On this time, on this playthrough, I went with the Corpo storyline, the business one. So see how that one goes. So far, I mean, it's cool. It's good. It's similar. You're just like kind of meeting different people and stuff, but still having fun with that. I can't wait to get to the actual Phantom Liberty part now. Then we have Dragon Ball The Breakers next. And if you're on PlayStation, I gotta say, the last, like, pretty much all year, PlayStation's just putting out freaking good ass games on their PlayStation Plus. They've had some really freaking good. Battlefield 2042 was one of them, I think, in September or something like that?
Yes. Around there, yeah, that came out.
So this last, in November, they had 3 really good ones. Dragon Ball The Breakers, which was one that I've talked about on here multiple times that I was wanting to get. I couldn't end up bringing myself to get it because I have so many asymmetrical games I'm playing. And like I said, I'm trying not to spread myself out between so many. But lucky enough for me, it ended up coming to PlayStation 5. So I got Dragon Ball The Breakers along with Alien Fireteam Elite. Another one that we were talking about that we were playing and they took away from us on Game Pass and we were pissed off. So we ended up getting that back and had to restart. But I'm about halfway through that on the campaign. I was doing.
So we had to start again?
Yeah, it's not cross progress.
Nah, I'm not surprised.
Yeah, so I mean, it is what it is. Whatever. I'm not going to complain getting the game for free. And then the third one, which I haven't started that one yet. I'm not sure if I will. I'm not a big Mafia fan, but Mafia 2 was the other one that was with that.
The Mafia games are they're good. I
Really?
I did the Mafia, I played Mafia the third one, and it was really good.
Maybe I'll have to give it a try. It's be one of those ones when I got nothing else to play or nothing else I feel like playing, I'll turn it on.
Yeah, it's a single player by yourself like that. But from everything I've heard and everything about all the mafias, they've been all really good. I played the third one. I beat the third one, and it was really good. I liked it.
I've heard good things about them. I just never actually took the time to sit down and even like check it out on YouTube or like anyone playing it on Twitch. Like I really don't know anything about it.
Yeah, I played each each one does have a correlation with the next one, but it's not like it's not like I played the third one. It doesn't mean you have to play the first two in order to get the third one.
Yeah.
It does have some correlation to the story, but as you play, you hear the correlation of what the second one was before the third one. So it's not like you have to I don't know what the hell this is going on. What this talking about? I had to play the other one.
Yeah.
In order to get it. No, it's not like that. So, and I played the third one because it came to PlayStation Plus, and I beat it on the PlayStation. It was good.
All right. Yeah, like I said, I'll have to check that one out when I got nothing else to do. All right, next one we got up is Payday 3. And I jumped into this a little bit. That came to Game Pass way, way earlier in the year. It just took me a while to get into it. And Payday 3, what I got to say about that is, for me, I got to play with people. I tried playing it solo with the computers or the AI, and it was just no good for me. The AI
So
was
that
terrible.
the was
I
it
have it
there
for PC.
was it was it better or worse than the Payday 2? The AI.
I think it was worse.
Oh
Really?
damn.
Yeah, and whatchamacallit, if I don't know if they've updated since, because I haven't played it really since. I've been kind of waiting for like someone else to get on with, because I just didn't want to really deal with it again. And it's fun. Payday is always funner with people, anyways. But I kind of go back on what I said a while back earlier in the year, saying that I think Payday 3 is going to take people away from Crime Boss, because as it stands right now, I am actually liking Crime Boss better than I do Payday, just because of the whole AI thing. Like the AI in Crime Boss, I wouldn't even say is bad. They're at least decent. At least they'll go pick up, like when you're going in to smash and take money and stuff, they'll actually go
Mhm.
in and smash and take their jewelry and stuff on their own. But in Payday, they don't do that. Unless don't know all the freaking controls and you got to command them like, hey, you go over here and get that.
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, it was just, I was having a rough time with it, which brings me to the next one on the list is Crime Boss. I'd still been playing that, jumped into it for a few games here and there. I'm actually having a really good playthrough on it right now. I think I'm on like my third or fourth time from dying, and I'm getting pretty far into it right now. I got almost two of the people completely out of the city. If you guys have played the single player on Crime Boss, you'll know what I'm talking about.
I
And
haven't I
nope,
haven't
haven't.
played it since last time.
I think I played it
Uh,
with you maybe months ago.
yeah, yeah. All right, so the next one on the list is a newer one that came out, and that's Remnant 2. We talked about Remnant 1 on here for me and Junior playing that, and Remnant 2, I got to say, I think is way better than even Remnant 1. I was just telling Junior, I'm just through the first like area barely on that one. Didn't get too far, kind of waiting for those guys to get in with me. But definitely want to check out if you got Xbox Game Pass.
Yep.
And and then
Downloaded it but haven't played it yet.
yeah, we gotta get on that one. Tony, you gotta download that one. That's what I was gonna tell you. Remnant 2. So all three of us can get on.
I haven't played the first one, but I need
You
the
don't you
second.
don't need to play the first one.
No?
You have
Oh.
played the first one.
Or you played with us, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe it was been a long time for the
Yeah,
first
it's a
one.
We
while
didn't
ago
beat it.
because
We
We
didn't
didn't
beat it, but
it.
we're gonna
we
beat the
got
second one.
Oh, okay.
I think the
I'll
first one
download
we
it.
got maybe I want to say about 40%. I don't know if we're halfway, but I know we're pretty close to around
Yeah.
there.
All right. Next
All
one I
I
got
know
up.
is that
Wait.
tree boss in the first one is a pain in the ass. I hope
Yeah, that
I hope this first boss is not the same thing. Otherwise, it's gonna be a
that's what burnt out the motivation to finish the first one.
yeah. But from everything I read and everything, they said the first boss was like ridiculous hard. They didn't have as much trouble with any other boss. The first one was the worst one about of all of them.
Really?
Actually, he was not really the first boss because the other first boss was the fucking other one, but we didn't have that much trouble with that one. It was the tree one was the worst boss out of all of them.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, I got another first-person shooter. I don't even know if I mentioned it on the last episode if I tried it, but Overwatch 2, I ended up downloading that on Nintendo Switch, kind of getting into a few games of Overwatch here and there. Having fun with it, learning some of the characters and some of the classes. But that is one that, man, when on Nintendo Switch especially, since you can't really communicate with people, there isn't really a chat or anything like that. When you don't have communication and your team does not have any coordination and you're just getting mopped, holy shit, it is frustrating. Because usually, so one of the first characters, just get a quick example. One of the first characters that I started learning was one of the healers, because I think I read somewhere that no one really likes to be the healer or something like that. So I was like, you know what, I'll go ahead and take on that role and try one of them out. If no one likes to be it, I'll just try and get good with that one. So I think the person that I picked was Mercy in it. and I've been using her, and I was liking it. And then after a while, I was like, you know what? Now I see why no one likes being the healers, because no one else picks them. So that person that does pick them ends up being them every game. So I'm like, you know what? Screw this. I want to be one of the what do you call it? The damage people. So I wanted to try out that Tracer, like the main character on the front or whatever. So I switched over to them. Another person ended up picking Mercy. I'm like, oh, great. We have another Mercy. We have a healer. She just used Mercy's little freaking pistol the whole time, didn't heal nobody. I'm like, what the hell is going on? I'm even standing right next to her, like almost dead, trying to run around, like, all right, come on, give me a little bit of life. No. So at times like that, yeah, it's nice to have people to play with you, and it's frustrating. Next one, which I don't think we ever got to talk about, but we were super juiced for it to come out, was Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Because that ended up coming out in October, and I think October was one of them. We haven't done an episode, I think, since what, July?
It was July.
So we didn't get to talk about that, but Texas Chainsaw Massacre, I still think is a really, really good game. Definitely, I've
Yeah.
not played it as much as I've wanted to already, but that's one I really like the family side of it. And on the family side, that's one that it's hard to play by yourself. You got to have communication. I mean, I guess it's not hard to play by yourself as long as you're communicating with other people, or as long as they're communicating back with you too. But you got to have communication. The survivor side on Texas Chainsaw Massacre, I'd say, is a little different. If you're comparing it to like Dead by Daylight, another asymmetrical, because you got to have a lot of teamwork in like Dead by Daylight to try and get everyone out. In Texas Chainsaw, you can pretty much do everything on your own if you're good enough and know the map and can sneak around and stuff. You can get out all by yourself.
Yeah.
And then the last one, like I mentioned earlier, that I wanted to bring up was Redfall. And that one was one that I just kind of like it. I ended up deleting it because I wasn't playing it. I kind of slowed down on playing it. And I wouldn't say, well, to me, like it wasn't good. I was having fun with it, but it did start getting repetitive with what it was. And I don't know if that's me just getting bored with Redfall itself or in that kind of game type itself, because another one that I did end up deleting, and I might come back to it, but I just wasn't playing it, was Far Cry 6. It was just kind of sitting there, and I downloaded a few games on Xbox. I downloaded like the new Forza Motorsport. I did download Starfield, so I needed some space, and I wasn't really playing Far Cry. And Far Cry is just a long freaking game. Or Far Cry 6 is, if you're trying to get everything like we were trying to like damn near 100% the game. And so that one I needed a little break from. So like I said, I don't know if it was Redfall itself or just that kind of genre in general, because Redfall was supposed to be like closely compared to Far Cry 6 in its gameplay and how it played and everything like that. But yeah, that's the end of my list of games. Like I said, a good handful. I've still been playing games here and there. Just
You
haven't
forgot
had
about
a lot.
one.
Huh?
You
No, I'm sure I
about
forgot. I'm sure I
Dead
forgot a
Island
lot.
too.
Oh, that's right. Dead Island 2 got a lot farther in Dead Island. Got Tony a lot farther in it too. That's right.
I'm the first one who beat it.
I mean, I'm sure there's other ones, like I said, that I've played. Like I've been playing a couple of other Nintendo Switch games, but these are probably the ones that I played more so than others. But Dead Island 2 should be in there. Actually, I did play a lot of Dead Island 2. All right, that's mine. You guys got any games that you want to go over real quick before we get into a little news and Game Awards?
Tony?
I just got done Forspoken and Tongo Retrust, that DLC. I know we talked about this before.
Oh, that's right, huh?
I actually streamed it, but I actually deleted the video because I guess it messed up my entire stream, my internet, and all that stuff. So
Really?
yeah, it took me 3 hours to beat it. But no, that girl I was telling you about, the mother, I guess you don't play as her, but you're playing the same character the entire time for the DLC. It was pretty much short.
So what? On a scale of 1 to 10, how good?
About a 7.
That's not bad.
Hmm?
That's the only game you've been playing. Others than that.
Well, Well, at first I got done the DLC about a week ago, and then the other game I just streamed. I think it was. I kind of remember, but oh yeah, it was. Um,
There was a
oh yeah,
game you were just
The
posting.
Colossal Protocol. The Colossal Protocol. That's the last game I played, and so is the Forspoken. That was the last time.
Was that? I thought there was even one after Callisto
Mm-mm.
that you posted on. Maybe not. Maybe not. Oh,
No, it's Colossal. It was Colossal Protocol.
I missed one too. I forgot about one too that included you. It reminded me of it. Hang on. I want to ask you about Callisto, but the other one I forgot to add to my list is Gotham Knights. I've been playing a shitload of Gotham Knights trying to beat that. And Tony, I'm almost ready for the point where we could try that tower. I think
Good.
I'm actually on a part. If you remember at the end where you got to kill those big bats on top of the
Oh
roof,
yeah.
I'm
Hmm.
on that part. I've killed one, so I might get you in there to help me get the other two.
That's fine. I already beat it. I just had to play the DLC one that you got to go to the prison. Like, there's a lot of stages that you got to
Yeah, I
fight
want to get
enemies.
into that. All right, but anyways, that was my last one. Callisto
Okay.
Protocol. What did you think of that?
Scary ass game.
You think it was good?
Yeah, I think it was good, but some parts I get jumped so quickly, like these little worms that look like sacks or whatever. Oh
Yeah,
my gosh, it scares the shit out of me.
yeah. So did you get the DLC for Callisto Protocol?
I did, yeah, the final transmission.
Did you play that too?
I did, but I was getting frustrated in the end, and I just said, "Fuck it," I just couldn't do it. So I
Really?
literally just didn't stream it. I just actually beat it. But
Oh,
no, in the
really?
end, it gets crazy. He has no arms, no
And don't
legs,
tell me!
nothing.
Don't tell me! Don't tell
Oh,
me!
I thought you played it.
No, I haven't played the DLC yet because I'm gonna go back and I
Ah,
think because they released the I want to say it's like a nightmare mode or some like harder mode or something like that they have too.
the riot mode. The
I
riot
I
mode, isn't
I
it?
think I think that's what it's called, something like
Yeah, I
that. But
haven't played it.
I want to go back and stream it. That's another thing. I gotta get back on the streaming. I'm gonna try and see if I can at least do like a stream a week, but we'll see if that happens. But I want to go
Mhm.
back, and that's one I want to try and stream again on that extra mode, and then do the DLC with it. So that one in Resident Evil 4. I need to get back on the Resident Evils.
Yeah, you did 3. Now you have to be 4.
Yeah, I got to
Yeah,
get 4. Well, I was at first I
I'm
was
waiting
waiting
for
for.
5.
Yeah,
Uh,
he needs to do 4, 5, and 6, and 7, and
I
8.
was
I know he has to do 4, but I'm saying I'm waiting for 5 because 5 is actually co-op.
Yeah, when I was waiting for 4, I was waiting for them to come out with the remastered one, and then they finally came out with it. But we were already like in the middle of playing something else, so I'm like, I'm gonna wait. And I think it's starting to get close because that's Resident Evil 4 is one of those games where I could start that game and I could play that thing all the way through without stopping.
Yeah, because that one not as puzzly as the other ones.
Yeah. All right, Junior, what do you got? What you been playing the last
Mm,
5 months?
well, I've been playing it since Starfield came out. I've been playing that shit.
Oh yeah, I've seen you on that a lot.
Playing that. I've been playing that mostly. It's a good game. Not as It's still a really good game. And little things are still like weird about it when it first started. Like when you see the characters talk, it's kind of like it's off. It's not exactly it's just off. It just looks like it's like not fluent. It's like you can notice that it's like it's off.
It looks like one of those foreign movies where they're talking and then the mouth afterwards, like.
No, not that bad. It's like
They're
it's
not
off by a
listening
little bit.
either.
If you're like just right there watching, just reading everything else, you're not really notice it. But if you actually look at them and see them talking, you're like it's off. But it's not like bad. Like
Like,
not
probably
super
has a
bad, but
bug.
it's a little off. No.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like game breaking or anything like that.
No. And the only times I've had trouble with it, sometimes it would just like close the game out. But that was like way into the game after like certain period of time. In the beginning it was fine. There's only been like where it will just turn off and then you just have to just like shut your game down and you have to start back up
Yeah.
kind of thing, but it wasn't that bad. There's one time where I don't know what I was doing and it just phased me through the floor. I was underneath the fucking floor. And I was like, what the hell's going on? Like, I didn't do nothing special to get down here. I'm like, how the hell do I get out of here now? I'm like, shit. I was trying to get to somewhere where because underneath it'll be like it'll look like if they just put it on a hillside, it never smoothed it out or anything. So it'd be a little hill. I would get to somewhere where I think I can get down, and I just jump back up. And I'm like, all right, that's weird, but okay.
That's funny.
I took a screenshot of me being under there, but it's like I said, and if you either you play, well, if either you guys play it, you cannot reset what you pick in your skill things. You cannot reset them once you pick them. It's not like Skyrim or like you get to pay something. You can
Yeah.
reset if you didn't like it. So if you're gonna start to pick out something, look into it, see if you actually gonna like it. Otherwise, you can't reset it.
That's good. That's good to know. Shoot.
Good.
Yeah, say
I tried.
like just say like if you were like you thought the skill was one way and you picked it, it's like, oh no, it's a different. It's all it didn't sound exactly what it said,
Yeah.
and you're like, oh shit, let me just I could just re-roll it or some shit. No, you can't.
That's good
It's
to know.
whatever you picked it, you
Good.
picked it. And it depending on your play style, because there's different backgrounds you can pick. I picked like the combat medic, which gives you 3 things in the beginning. Mine was medicine, fitness, and pistol efficiency. So with pistols, I can do. Well, the beginning was like I think 10% more damage.
That's cool.
Fitness was more, more, more oxygen, basically.
Oh, okay.
Because you have a stamina thing, you run, depending on how much weight you have and everything, uses up more. You use that up more, and then you go into the red, where it gives you to a certain part where it goes to the red, where once it's fully up, it starts depleting your health.
Oh, all right.
And then medicine makes it so that all your medicines, like it's a med pack what heals you. That's your main thing. It's like faster and better.
Interesting.
And there's little things here and there that if you're gonna really want to do stuff, and like that has all different things like lock picking and third one. There's and some ones are worth like putting maybe like a 1 in, and other ones are worth doing all 4. It's just, you have to just really look at them. I know which ones I were worth doing 4, which ones were not.
All right.
I know a little bit, so if you guys ever play any questions, just ask me.
Oh, I'm sure I will.
Yeah,
Don't you worry.
that played that. What else? I played the Dead. We did Island 2, like we said. Went more than that. We played Battlefield 2042. I liked this since the beginning. It was a little on certain parts, but it was still good nonetheless. But not as. But people were all complaining about it because it was supposed to be, oh my god. But it was just the hype. I knew it wasn't.
What for Battlefield?
Yeah.
Well, my problem with Battlefield is I felt like the mechanics were off. Like I just felt like it was not smooth how Battlefields like are as smooth as Battlefields are. Like I remember I remember
Yeah,
multiple times like trying to shoot people and you'd be right on them and like not even getting hit markers and stuff like that. And it's like, man, did they make these guns so accurate that you really just got to like one shot and keep it on them? Or but now it's like it's a whole different story. It feels like a whole different game almost. It feels like.
to me, yeah, man, probably because difference. But to me, I never had really that problem. I know it was a little, but to me, I never had that problem.
Yeah,
Mine were
I know they had
like
other
that.
like bugs and stuff too.
Yeah, there was other
Any game.
like yeah, and some of the maps were just really one sided. So if you were on one side,
Yeah, the
it was
maps
just
too.
that you were just if you're on one side, you were just basically just, like screwed.
Yeah, that's one of the big things that they turned around and did. They went back and reworked a lot of those maps, but yeah, that was a
Yeah,
big issue.
like that. Besides that, it was. And then I know they tweaked a lot of guns because there's certain guns that I had no clue how they were fucking be able to one shot me from across the map when it was a fucking submachine gun.
Yeah.
No, I know.
So it was submachine gun. I'm getting tapped from afar. I'm using a marksman rifle and he's killing me. Yeah, like they at least they worked on the guns because I never had after that I had no problem with people getting me killed. I was like, okay, I got killed. Okay, that from that. Yeah. But in the beginning, there was like certain guns you were just getting murked for, and there was no that was bullshit ways of getting killed.
Yeah.
But nah, they did better and stuff like that. It just that and what else I've been playing. Really, just that. I did buy Mario for the Switch, the Mario RPG, the remake they made, and it's nice. I like it. The graphics are better. They introduced new things, but it's still the classic they got. To me, it's good. It's a good if you're into that was like one of the first Mario that actually went from one of the first ones that weren't side scrollers. That actually was an RPG.
Yeah, that RPG and Wonders. Those are two on my list I want to get for Switch. I'm having
It's
you
really
know which game I'm having a hard time playing and I don't know why is Zelda Breath of the Wild. I like I said I restarted it and I was doing really good. I was getting far in it. And now it's just kind of like I really got to be in the mood to go play it, but at this rate I'm like never going to beat that freaking game.
I can understand because that game
There's just
is
so
just
much. Yeah, I
it's
get
just
burnt out.
it's not like it in a sense it does have a lot, but it's more because of how expansive it is from
Yeah.
other like
Yeah.
that. Because other ones were like, okay, they were big and like that for what they were. And this one is they're just it was just massive.
Like, oh, yeah, so let me give you an example. Like, I'll get up on top of one of those towers, where you can look around and see the other temples or the shrines and stuff.
Yeah.
And I'll see like a shrine out in the distance I haven't got. It's like, shit, I don't really know where else to go. I'm still not that strong, I've gotten I'm way farther now than before when I started. Because before I just kind of I got through a couple shrines and just kind of stopped for a little bit and got into other games. This one I've definitely got through probably like at least like 15 in between 15 and 20 shrines now I've gotten through on this one. And
Yeah, and this personally, from how I played it, personally, it's best just to whenever you see a shrine and you get to it, do it because it'll
yeah,
make you
I
stronger
figured that
faster.
out. I figured that out. So
Yeah, it makes
what my issue is like I said, I'll climb up the tower, I'll see one in the distance, be like, I don't really know where else to go, so I'll go do the shrine. And then I just get freaking beat left and right. Like, because these enemies that I'm going, like, have to get through to get to the shrine are like way stronger than me and just whoop my ass. Or, like, I'm not that good. I don't think I'm that good at the combat as far as the whole dodging and parrying. I can get some of the dodges good where he does that little slow motion backflip and then goes up and starts hitting them hella times. But my timing on it freaking sucks. So I'm getting murked a lot. So I'll try it like 4 or 5 times and just get destroyed and be like, all right, screw this. I need to take a break. So I'd already
yeah,
played for like an hour.
the dodging does take a little bit. Trust me, I had problems with that, but the parrying, I don't the parry. I got pretty good at the dodging. The parrying, and I don't like the parrying. The parrying
See, I've
just sucks.
started getting better at the parrying than the dodging because of fighting the little robots in the shrine when they shoot the laser. I started getting the timing down just right to block the freaking laser and be able to deflect it back at him and go up and hit him. The dodging, man, I just get freaking wrecked. Like I said, every
Then
once in a while I can get it, but man,
then you probably like I said, I don't like the parrying. When in that situation, I never did the parrying. I did the dodging.
really, yeah, I started doing the or the parrying one, but
Yeah,
but
see.
like I was saying, so like one of those times I'll play for like 1 to 2 hours and get my ass whooped and be like, all right, screw this. So that 1 to 2 hours I played, I just ended up getting like nowhere.
Yeah, the
So
thing is, you probably go into when you see when I mean when you go to every shrine you can see. It's best to go every shrine you can see in the where the story is leading you into. If you go off wandering into like other sections, that's when you're gonna have problems with getting your ass just beat senseless either by new enemies you don't know how to fight or
yeah,
random ass big boss that you're like, oh shit, fuck, I should not have been here.
yeah,
Yeah, so it's best if you go through the storyline where it's telling you to like kind of go in the beginning and just hit ones that are right near the where the path is because those will be the ones that you can get to in some way or another, and there'll be enemies, but it won't be as bad as if you go in like there'd be like let's say if you're going straight, let's say that the path is going straight into a valley, and then you see one off to the right distance like good way away. That one's gonna probably be putting you in an area where you're not supposed to be there just yet, and everything in there, even a little dinky thing comes around and goes like,
Yeah.
So the best is to stay in that. No, I get what you mean because I've done it a couple of times where I've gone to an area where I'm like, oh, I'll fly there. It's right there, not too far off from where I'm at, and then kind of goes like it kind of almost goes in a grid system. Once you go over to a next grid, you're like, oh shit, this is not where I should have been.
Oh, I never thought of it like that. That makes sense.
Yeah, yeah. So because in the first, there's certain when you're doing the story in certain
Yeah.
spots you're going through, that's like a good area. You be in like in a no decent grid. But once you go to off the other grid, it's where it's like, oh shit, enemies are like hella too strong or whatever, and you're just getting your ass beat left and right. Kind of because it puts you goes through. It's kind of like almost like like you go in this area where you're like, oh, I'm gonna explore that, and then you see enemies with skulls on top of them. You're like, oh shit, no, I
Yeah.
should not be in here. In Breath of the Wild, there's no little thing telling you, hey, you should not be in this area.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
Yeah,
so I've
because
been playing, huh?
yeah, because in there it kind of tells you, yeah, go explore everywhere, just go anywhere in the beginning, go wherever you want. But if you try to do that, you can go almost anywhere you want in the beginning, but there's certain paths you kind of still have to take in order not to get your ass kicked.
Oh
Until
yeah.
once you get up to a decent spot, either you're proficient either dodging or parrying. I prefer dodging. Then where you can, even if you're going against a big boss monster, you can still be able to like that and then try to get out.
Yeah, I'm
But
almost due to start playing it again. I've been like playing it every so often, just enough to hang on to know where I'm at and not forget where I'm at in the game.
it does, yeah. Takes a little bit for that, and besides that, I don't think I played anything else. No, that's the only thing I've been really playing. Has been since Starfield came out. Playing that, I was before that. I was trying to beat the Kingdom of Alda, the Re-Reckoning. I got closer, but I didn't beat it. And Starfield came out, and I just been playing that.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Well, sounds like we've been still playing a ton of freaking games in the last 5 months, and that's not going to stop no time soon.
Yep.
I think we're ready to go on to the news before we get into the Game Awards. Sound right?
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. This is the
Yep.
tidbits we have.
All
Got
right.
10.
Now, it is time for the news.
All right. First up, we'll save the big one for last, I think. Well, I only got two things. My first one I'm going to go ahead and say is, of course, we've all heard by now about GTA 6. The part of the news I have for GTA 6 is that it got leaked early. No surprise there. Like I said, everyone should know by now. It's
Yep.
it when I saw that, like I said, I saw it popped up on my. So I have a news app because, like I said, I've been really heavily into the stock market, and I have a bunch of business news and stuff that comes through there. I had the GTA 6 leak thing popping up all across my business news as breaking news. One, because um, the company just freaking, I know that stock shot up so freaking high after that got announced or leaked. But um, when I saw it, I wasn't surprised, but it's like what Tony said. It's freaking shame. I'm tired of the leaks. Like, why can't everyone just be patient? Just freaking wait.
Exactly. hmm
We live in a world that's impatient. They want everything now and then complain about it later when it's not what they wanted.
Yep,
Getting delayed.
exactly.
Oh, I want it now. Come on, bring it out. I don't care if it has bugs. Then get to why is it so buggy? Why is it this? Why is it that? It's because you're fucking impatient and wanted it now. Now because you get it, now it's all fucked up. Now you're fucking having a shitty game now
Yeah,
instead of
it's
having the one it should be.
yeah, it's a shame just all the people that work on it and they try and keep it like under wraps and keep it a surprise till their time to announce it, which probably would have been at the Game Awards if I had to guess, if it didn't
They
get
sh-
leaked or something like that, or their
Nope.
own like their own little direct or something like that, Rockstar Direct.
Yeah, I found about it because my buddy was saying that they were going to announce it the day after, the day when it was leaked. They were going to announce it the next morning
Yeah, so they're pretty
about the
much forced
trailer.
to announce it, is what I was reading in articles because it came out. So, once it's already out, what's the point of hanging on to it for another few weeks?
Yeah,
Sucks, but I mean, good news. GTA 6 is coming out. The graphics look really good. I can't say that. I think someone who asked me, it was Angelo. Angelo asked me when I went to go to the store he was at one of the days. He asked me if I saw it though, and I was like, I saw it, but I'm not that excited for it, or as excited as I would have thought. I'm at the point now where I think like, we've been through so many GTAs, and yeah, it's like one of the games from our childhood, but it's not GTA 2 from our childhood or GTA 3 when those came out. Those were freaking huge. And of course, GTA 3 was game breaking because that's when it changed from that like old school top down view to actual like 3D and stuff like that. It's gonna, to me, it's probably gonna be the same thing, better graphics. The GTA 6, I probably will end up getting still because it's not like Call of Duty where I'm just completely burnt out of Call of Duty, but I pretty much am kind of comparing it because Call of Duty's another one. Like, I'm just kind of, those games were fun when we were younger, but I'm kind of burnt out. I'm ready for the new stuff. Like I said, like Gotham Knights and stuff like that, Cyberpunk, all those ones I've been having a lot of fun with. Those are all newer games. And even that brings me to one of the games that got shown at the Game Awards, or well, the expansion they showed, which is on Tony's list, the God of War expansion that's getting ready to come out.
Oh yeah.
And I thought, like, I was like, that's cool. And I used to really, really like God of War, but I think it's just, I'm burnt out on them kind of now. I'm ready for the
really.
newer stuff. Yeah. I mean, I didn't even play, what's the new one's Ragnarok, right?
Yeah, Ragnarok, the
I
second
haven't
one.
even played it at all.
Oh, then
I
you
don't
gotta
really
play it
even feel like
or
I
play
have a
the DLC.
desire to.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know. Um, but yeah, anyways, so GTA 6 will be coming out. I don't think there's no date or anything on that yet. I'm pretty sure it's going
It's
to be
coming out in
2025.
2025. That's it.
That's
They
That's
didn't
what
say
another
what.
2 years.
I
Yeah,
thought it said
and it's
2025.
technically another year because depending, it could be in the beginning of the year or the end of the year. So
Yeah.
the year, a year or two,
Probably end of
depending.
December.
The same thing. I saw. I was like, people say, "Oh, GTA." I'm like, yeah, GTA 6. Wow, what's they're going to be the concept? Because they flopped on their concept in the first and the fifth one. They were saying, "Oh, you could do highs here and there. You could do like that."
Yeah.
And the what you the for the in the story, you only could do like I think it was like 4 heists, and that's it. That's it. And that game was the whole premise about you can do, oh my god, so many different like do heists and all that shit. And that's what I was like doing. And then in the end, it was just only like 4. I'm like, what the heck? And then they only brought really the heist into it was GTA Online, and that was like way after they introduced it.
Yeah, way after. So
Yeah, so I'm like,
I am curious to see what they do with the GTA Online with this. Like, I hope they don't really leave it the same. I hope they do some really, really cool, like crazy stuff with this. Because this is all running off the new Unreal Engine, right?
pretty sure.
I
I'm
think so.
pretty sure I saw that. I'm not 100% sure on that. Don't quote me on that. But I mean, the graphics look really good. That's the thing I'm actually the most excited to see is just how good they did how good they were able to do with the graphics in the game with the new technology. Now,
Yeah, that's good about it, but it depends to see what's their whole concept of this one's gonna be. Because the
and
fifth one's supposed to be heists, but they didn't do that. The story was good, everything else was good. It was just not what they were selling it for.
yeah, like I said, excuse me. I'm curious to see what they do with the online, but I still don't know like if I'm gonna get into it just because like I said, I don't want to spread myself out too far this year. There's already other games I'm looking forward to getting into and other ones that I'm into right now that I want to stick with, such as Battlefield. But yeah, we'll see what happens with it. That's still a long ways down the road.
Hmm.
Well, not long, but still a ways.
Yeah,
All right, save the E3 thing for last, Junior. You want to add anything in before that?
yeah. The game that we have seen before, and we're like, oh, this game looks cool. When would be coming out was the day before.
Oh
Looks
yeah,
like
that's right.
it came out on the It came out on the 7th. It was only for PC and it was on Steam. And apparently, it went very, very wrong. Apparently, as read the article from PC Gamer, it says just 4 days after their ugly launch, the not so quiet survival MMO the day before on Steam, the developer Fantastic with an N instead of an A says it's closing its doors because the game flopped. Hours after the studio
Mm-hmm.
announced its closure of sales the day before on the Steam was halted. The days before I failed financially and we lacked the funds to continue, the studio says a statement post on Twitter, all income received has been used to pay off debts to our partners. We invest all our efforts, resources, man hours into developing the day before, which is the first huge game. We want to release new patches, release the new the full potential of the game, but unfortunately, we don't have funds to continue. I don't know how you don't have the funds to continue if you're freaking. You should plan better for that, but what I know.
Yeah,
And for
that
Texas says the closure message takes no money from the. It has taken no money from the public during the development of days before. In addition, there was no crowdfunding or pre-order campaign prior to release. Yeah, you should have just. I don't know. You should have done something, nothing like that.
yeah.
In
So
later tweets, the studio said that they have not received any income from the Steam sales yet, and will not in the future, and they're not working with Valve to offer refunds regardless of playtime.
did you
So
see any of the gameplay?
the actual gameplay, I didn't really see, but no, I didn't really see no gameplay.
So yeah, I remember that was one that we were talking about and that we were looking forward to, kind of. And it's supposed to be for the people that don't know it, and I haven't played it. I just seen a little bit of it, but it's supposed to be like a zombie extraction shooter.
Yeah, it was supposed to be an
Zombie,
MMO, supposedly.
yeah, zombie like extraction shooter survival. It's third person. So I saw it on. I think I saw the article that you were just talking about somewhere, like on IGN, saying that it did bad, and I was like, "Oh man, I didn't even know this game had come out." You know, hadn't been following up that closely to it, and
Yeah, it
so I
only
was
came
like,
out to PC
"Oh,
for
I'm gonna
first.
go watch it on Twitch." So I went and there's still quite a bit of people playing it on Twitch, or a good handful of people playing it on Twitch. So I clicked on like the first one, I think, and this guy was playing, and he was doing pretty good. He was freaking killing people, but when he was running just everything. It reminded me of PUBG when PUBG first came out. Like the looks of it, everything. It looked like PUBG straight up to me. And then when I saw that, I was kind of like, "What the heck?" Like I thought this was supposed to be some new, like great thing. Like this doesn't look like a new game at all. But yeah, that was Days Gone.
Yeah, the day before, yeah, like what you described is supposed to be more characteristic of a distraction shooter similar to Escape from Tarkov, but except not very good. That's what they were saying. The rating and all that. Yeah, all that. And I have another article related to that as the train wreck happened, all that stuff going. Apparently, after that, all their things were going out. Apparently, the day before, the CEO went MIA. The Discord server has disintegrated, and YouTube channel has gone dark. Everything is just
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
So every thing like that because the CEO of Fantastic MIA, yeah, his Twitter account has been it says non-existent. People look it up, it's gone.
damn.
It's gone. Yeah. So
Wow.
Too bad.
so
It's too bad.
looked like it was gonna be a
Oh, well.
good game, but then you should have either done some startup cash or something. You should have seen that not every game just sells off right at the beginning,
Yeah,
especially when it was only for PC on Steam.
yeah,
If it was for maybe like on maybe Epic on a different platform of PC, because a lot of people only like doing it for one or the other, don't like doing both, or just don't do one another. It wasn't to the consoles either. Maybe if it did it to like more different things, what it was supposed to do, maybe it would have done more better and could have kept going. But apparently, from what it said, only a little over 100,000 people bought it on the first days.
oh damn. Yeah,
Yeah,
when I
so
saw it, I was looking at it. I'm like, I don't. I'll wait for a sale if anything. But then found out all
Yeah.
that. Not. I'm pretty sure those servers are going to be going down soon.
yeah, and they say they're gonna make anyone who is regardless of playtime, they're gonna still refund you if you want a refund.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so yeah, that would look like a
All right.
good game, but apparently didn't offer what it was supposed to, and it just went go bluey.
All
That
right.
sucks. It was really gonna be like a really good game. I was looking forward to it. Oh well.
All right, Junior. You got anything else before we hit the
Nope.
E3?
Let's go for A3.
All right. The biggest, saddest news we've come across in these last 5 months is actually some of the most recent news we've come across in the last 5 months. And I want to get the date on this. So this one came out on December 13th. This is this website is Esports Illustrated.
Oh
I
my.
didn't even know that was a thing. Okay, E3 officially shuts down though. It's the end of an era. The gaming industry is mourning the cancellation of the Electronic Entertainment Expo or E3. Is it permanent this time? Is E3 dead for good? Well, E3 put out a statement on Twitter. Well, I guess their social medias, saying after more than 2 decades of E3, each one bigger than the last, the time has come to say goodbye. Thanks for the memories. Now, when they're saying is E3 dead for good, I don't remember. We started doing this podcast in 2000 and what, 18 or 19? I think it was 19.
It was
I
19.
think it was the end of 18.
And E3 was live. E3 only went down because of COVID. I mean, E3 was on its way downhill. There were companies that were pulling out. Some of the bigger companies had already pulled out. You know, Nintendo was doing its own thing. I think Sony was branching off to do it. Was it Sony or Xbox? One of those were branching off doing
It
their own
was
thing.
it was
Um,
Xbox.
It was. I think it was both. I think it was Xbox first, and then PlayStation went after.
yeah, and so, oh no, you know what? No, it was PlayStation first that was gone because PlayStation was doing their state of plays.
Oh,
Oh
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
true.
yeah.
Xbox
Yeah.
was kind
And
of still
Xbox
with
pushed
them, and
everything back.
Xbox went and did their own thing now.
Yeah.
So it sucks, you know. If you remember, if you've been listening to us from the beginning, one of our goals was to end up trying to go to E3 and get coverage of it for one of our episodes, but it seems that will never happen. Even when they shut down in, oh, actually, it says right here in part of the article. The 2022 event was eventually canceled, with organizers explaining that there's just a lack of interest, but fans still wondered if E3 would make a comeback. And then E3 wasn't around this year at all. So it's been canceled the last 2 years, but I don't think they ever came out and said a statement like what they've
Nope.
said now. Like they're
Nope.
actually saying goodbye, you know, thank you everyone.
Yeah, because no, the other times they were like, oh, we didn't have. We just decided not to because there was really no. People were doing all their own things. They didn't have that major. They didn't have like really major people anymore. Just more of the not smaller companies. I'm not gonna say lower end. They're just smaller companies and everything. So it was decided why bother. Just just keep it like that maybe, and maybe next
It's
year they
really
could maybe go back up again. But
I don't think it'd be a good idea for them to, honestly, with all the companies that pull out. They would really have to change the way they did everything to try and like lure people, not lure, I won't say lure people back in, but to bring people back in to want to do that and participate in it. Um, I don't think they should. I think they should just leave E3 dead. And I only say that because of how, you know, how it ended with everyone pulling out, and then it's not like we're left with nothing, because I feel like ever since E3's kind of been dying down, Jeff Keighley's stepped it up pretty much every year with his shows, being the Game Awards, and then just with the whole Summer of Games thing. I think like Jeff Keighley's doing a really really good job with the whole online shows and everything. So I mean, luckily that gap was filled in for us there, with E3 being gone, but it does suck. It's I
yeah,
remember watching E3 and hearing about E3 ever since we were younger, and it's finally done. Times are changing.
Because of COVID.
No, it wasn't because of COVID
No, it's just
Oh,
necessarily.
it may have started with
COVID
them.
Well, it
Might have
started
helped.
before COVID when they started opening it up to the public and not just reporters because it got too, it was a little too much for the space. The population was too big for the space. People were having trouble getting to different appointments to see these games. The people that were doing reporting were getting, pushed out of the way by other people who were just there just to be there, which I mean, that's
Yeah.
cool. There's even when we would go, we probably wouldn't have been able, or who knows if we would have been able to get the media passes. I mean, I don't know. We probably would have been going as public too. So it's cool that other people gave them that opportunity, but they should have definitely had time set aside just for the media.
And also they know how much people can be in there and stuff like that. They should have managed what the ticket sales and stuff like that
Yeah.
better.
Yeah. Yeah.
They
So, I
just went,
mean,
okay, here, just go at it. We'll put it to the probably to the maximum that you could put it in. But that was probably not counting this. That's probably the max you could put them in, but they weren't counting the facts that would be stalls in there, exhibits and stuff like that. So that just made it worse.
yeah. And then the fact that since so much stuff was going online, it's cheaper to just have your company do your own online show than it is to actually go rent out a space for a whole week. Yeah, it costs
yeah.
thousands and thousands of dollars because even some of the smaller independent companies back when E3 was up, they didn't even have the money to rent out a space. They would literally have like a big hotel room, like a suite or something like that, and be having media come up and test their games and interview them and stuff just in their hotel room, and that was their like booth.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, it was already leading down to it because streaming was coming more into play and so forth, and you could just instead of going having people to fly out somewhere and just say somehow something goes wrong, like oh the person who was supposed to fly ended up being sick, or he got over there and ended up being sick, or one of their things they're supposed to their luggage was supposed to get there and they're not getting there so they couldn't present what they were going to do, or they did get it over there but somehow the project I don't know somehow was like messed up, deleted, or got damaged in a way they couldn't play it, and then they were like oh shit now we're like what do we do, and that like for a bigger company they could probably find ways around it, like okay we'll ship it over there like primarily like that, but any like medium or smaller companies were like out of luck since they couldn't just like didn't have they already pushed it themselves to get there. Now all this is better if they could just if they stay where they're at, they have facilities, they have huge spots where they can do it at, they don't have to pay for that because it's already they're doing it using it, they don't have to pay for that. If any one of them gets sick, there's someone already there can replace them with ease. If something goes wrong, they have people there that fix it for them
Yeah.
and all that. So there was just it was more beneficial for all around just to have that, and just more beneficial just to do it yourself than just to go somewhere to do it, and it could go extremely well, or it could like problem after problem could be hitting you like no other. Like one thing goes wrong, and another thing goes wrong, and another thing goes wrong, and another thing goes wrong. And your whole presentation, which would have been like everyone would have been like, oh, and I was like, oh, like, oh,
Right.
it's not as great as I thought it was. And then there goes their publicity for it
Yeah. Yeah.
instead of being like, oh, being like to say like into they're like. Before, if it went well, they could have been in the Game Awards. Oh, this could have been this, and now it's might not going there because of that or some reason. So now it's more beneficial all around just to do it themselves
Yeah.
or do it with another partner with them. Like Xbox does it with what does it with a couple other ones besides just Xbox. I
Only if
think
they're in
the
a show, really.
yeah, and
All
like
right.
other ones do little things of their own, but yeah, pretty much. I kind of had seen I had a feeling I was gonna eventually just go bloop. Wish it hasn't because I wish we really even if we did go and we couldn't at least film it, at least we could have gone and at least experience it.
Hmm.
But that's how it
You know,
goes.
dinner.
All right. Well, that is the E3 news. I think that leads us to all of our news and leads us into the some of the we'll go over the I think games, some of the cooler games that we saw announced during the Game Awards. Try and go through these really quick. Um I mean, we these are just all trailers and a lot of world premieres being shown, so not a lot of us have any more information on it than what we see right here anyways. First one, and these are not in order at all. I just pulled up a list online. I'm going to run down the list and we'll give some opinions on it. And then, actually, Tony,
Yes.
you you texted me what you had, right?
Oh yeah, I sent you the list what I like.
All right. So I think we're actually going to hit every single one of those almost. So we'll start at the top here. Capcom announces Monster Hunter Wilds coming 2025. Really, really looking forward to that one. That's going to be the next Monster Hunter that's going to be coming out for the next gen consoles, and because the last one was Switch, right?
Yes, and then they had a mobile one they came out with too.
Oh,
Yeah, they
mobile
just
one. Really, really looking forward to this. After shit, what's the name of the last Monster Hunter we were playing? Monster Hunter
World.
World. Okay,
Monster
yeah.
Hunter
Yeah.
World. You guys played
And
on
then their expansion that they did was Ice.
Iceborne.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So now we got Wilds coming, and that's still a year, at least a year away. This one, really, really cool looking. This is probably one of my top most anticipated here, and it's the new Hideo Kojima game. That's going to be OD. That's going to be it's an Xbox project. Looks like it might be an Xbox exclusive, and I'm really excited for this. I just want to say because they said this one is going to be like any other game that's ever been put out, and Death Stranding, his last game, which was like any other game ever put out, was an awesome freaking game. So if this one isn't even like that, and it's supposed to be completely different, I'm really looking forward to what this is going to come to be from him. He is,
Especially for what they showed.
yeah.
Whatever the AI or whatever the thing is was phenomenal. You'd see its emotions. You see it was like, damn.
Yeah, it doesn't. Or Hideo Kojima never fails to impress. So looking forward to
Yeah,
that
that's
one.
true. That is true.
And this was actually number one on Tony's list here. The God of War Ragnarok DLC out. Oh, it just came out this week, the beginning of this week, December 12th. Did you
Yeah,
already
12.
download it?
I already downloaded it.
Did you start it yet, or you haven't started it?
Nope, I haven't
Oh,
started
okay.
it. I had to
All right.
download it
Well,
first.
maybe you'll have to get that
It's
one on
free
stream.
though. Yes, it's for free right now. If you guys are watching it, you can get it for free on PlayStation for PlayStation 4 and PS5. Only
Nice.
for the DLC.
That's cool. They're giving it out for free too. Shoot.
Mhm.
This one I'm really looking forward to. Marvel's Blade. I think that can
Oh,
end
I
up.
I
seen
saw
that.
that.
I
saw
think
seen
that.
that
that.
can
I
end
was
up
like,
being dope.
I seen that. I was like, when I first seen that, I was like, Jordan.
The other thing that's got me really excited about this game, not just that it's Blade, it's being done by Arcane. And I know Arcane did Redfall, and it did not get good reviews, but Arcane also did Deathloop, and they did Dishonored, two very, very good games, I think.
Yeah.
So looking forward to see what comes out of that one. Me and Junior are talking about this next one before the show is the new 5 games that Sega announced, which are going to be Jet Set Radio, Shinobi, Golden Axe, Streets of Rage, and Crazy Taxi. And wait, 1, 2, 3.
Crazy Taxi.
Yeah.
Wait, it said 5 new games in development, but they named 5 games. It says and more. They didn't show any
Yeah.
more than that, right?
No, the only 5 so far, but
Only
it looks like
5.
they're gonna do more.
Okay,
The ones that they are gonna come out right as soon as Jet Set Radio, Shinobi, Golden Axe, Street of Rage, and Crazy Taxi.
Those are the first ones. Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
so really looking forward to
With-
Crazy Taxi. I cannot wait for that.
Yeah, I'm looking for Crazy Taxi. But I seen the Golden Axe. That
Yeah.
looks nice. That one. I've been waiting for someone to do Crazy Taxi for the longest.
Yeah.
And Jet Set Radio is another nice one. That one was on
Yeah.
freaking was on Dreamcast. Sucks it didn't go any further than that, but at least it come back out, so I'm happy with that.
All right, you're my driver, Junior.
And then
Crazy
one of the
Taxi.
games, next up, we got a game we actually already talked about. Got Shadow dropped at Game Awards. That was the finals. we have this one I'm really looking forward to. From No Man's Sky developer, Light No Fire. Actually, I'll go ahead and just read the description on this one. It says it's called Light No Fire, and it looks to be very ambitious open world online multiplayer game. The gameplay showed building, dragon riding, and cooperative elements. Just to name a few.
It kind of reminds me of Ark.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
It looks cool. It looks like it's gonna. Ark wasn't co-op,
Ark
was it?
wasn't.
No, yeah, it was.
Oh,
It was.
yeah,
It
it
was a
was.
large. It's kind of was like Rust, and it was like Rust.
Wait, I don't think I ever
Or
played Ark.
no, it was. It was
Ark
a.
Survivor.
Yeah, I know. Sure, you haven't played it. It basically
No, I
was
haven't played it.
where it was really extremely hard to start in the beginning because everything you had to craft, everything you had to learn how to craft everything, do stuff. It was you had to eat and drink. Things can kill you. If
Yeah.
you build a base, people can raid you. If you're not online, offline, they can raid your stuff and so forth.
All right.
And yeah, that stuff. It looks cool, but if it's I just didn't like the concept of you building something and then when you're not there, they could just come along and just
Yeah,
fuck
if
with
it's
your
like
shit.
that, I'm not gonna like that concept either. But from what they showed, it looks cool.
Yeah.
Then
It
we
looks-
got,
I-
huh?
No, like I said, it looks cool. We'll see, but I don't think it doesn't look like it will be like that.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Next up, we got Final Fantasy 16 DLC coming. I haven't played Final Fantasy 16, but I know that's an anticipated DLC that's coming out to many players.
Yeah.
Got Rise of the Ronin gets a March 2024 release date. Trying to get this list back up. All right, then we got Skull and Bone. Oh, which actually,
Golden Bones.
I meant to ask you. I think it was
It comes-
yesterday or 2 days ago. I got the invitation for the closed beta this week. It either ends tomorrow or it ends on Monday. I may try and get in and jump into that at least a game or two to check it out. It'd be cool too. I got an email for it.
I didn't get it.
So Skull and Bones did get their release date revealed, and that is starting to come up soon. That's going to be February 16th, 2024. Next up there, we got Lost Records Bloom and Rage is the next game from Life is Strange creator Don't Nod. This is on Tony's list here. Dragon Ball Sparking Zero gets a proper reveal. And that's going to be a Budokai Tenkaichi game that now has its proper title. That's what they're advertising as.
Mhm.
That one looked pretty cool. I've never really super got into the Dragon Ball Z Tenkaichis, but that one did look cool. Then next up we have Ori developer Moon Studios reveals No Rest for the Wicked. BioWare. Oh, which one was? Oh, this was Exodus. Yeah, so Exodus came out. This is the one they brought out Matthew McConaughey on stage that he's doing a voice in this game, and
Yeah.
Exodus looks like it's going to be definitely a good one. Be checking that one out. Untitled Goose game developer. They showed off a new game called Big Walk. Then we have Kumuri is the first game Ikumi Nakamura's new studio, Unseen. We got the Dead by Daylight spin-off that got revealed, and they're going to be doing like it seems a story from the Dead by Daylight universe. I'm kind of still a little on that one. I don't know how that one is going to be. I'm waiting to see more. I think that can either be really good or they can end up bombing this one. Next, this is on your list too, the Jurassic Park Survival. That one looks like it's going to be good. I can't
don't
wait
know
to
if it's
see
gonna
you.
be co-op.
I don't know if it is either. I think it's only single player, but I want to see you stream this one. That's
know.
going to be fun. The jump scares I feel like are going to be good in this one.
Scares, dinosaur come out of nowhere, trying to loot, trying to escape, trying to eat me and shit.
Then we have next up Visions of Mana revealed by Square Enix. Joseph Fares' brothers, A Tale of Two Sons is getting a remake. Let's see. Former Payday developer reveals Den of Wolves. Oh, Den of Wolves looks like it's going to be good too. I want to see Den of Wolves. Let's see here. Some of these bigger ones. Outlast Trials will be coming to consoles. Last Sentinel revealed from Lightspeed LA. That's on your list, Tony. Light Sentinel looked like it was going to be a good one. Space Marine 2 coming September 9th. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that was the release date reveal. So Space Marine 2, I think I'm going to end up getting that one. That's no doubt. First Descendant, we've talked a bunch about First Descendant. That one's one on our list. Exoborn, that one kind of took me by surprise. I think this was the first one that got shown too, or one of the first ones. Exoborn is going to be an open world extraction shooter set in a post apocalyptic US beset by extreme weather. That one looks like it's going to be a good one. It's going to be a PvP. There's going to be PvP and PvE elements in it. Let's see what else you got on your list here, Tony.
Suicide Squad just killed the Justice League.
See if there's anything in between that. Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League was the next one. Yeah, so definitely looking forward to that one too. Ready or Not, we've already been talking about this even before the episode in our Discord. I re-downloaded Ready or Not. 1.0 came out on the 13th, 3 days ago. Actually, I think I kind of want to try and jump into. There's a couple games if I got time this week.
There's a lot of
jump
games
into.
that come back. There's GTFO DLC and
Ready or Not's going to be, and you got that with us, right, Tony?
Yeah, I've been
Okay,
having it.
that's what I thought. So
Yeah, I
yeah,
was
that
the
one
only
I'm
one that
super
really
excited
got-
to get into. If you haven't played Ready or Not, it's like a realistic, I guess you're like SWAT, you could say. You're police, but I would assume it's SWAT.
I
And
would say SWAT.
yeah, you're going through doing missions and you got to, save people, take down the bad guys, but there is a learning curve. It's not as easy as it sounds. This game is pretty damn realistic. It's fun,
Yeah.
really fun.
Yeah, certain things I think is they charge a little too harshly, especially when if they come out blast on you, if you kill them, it's
Oh, you get
automatically,
minus
you-
points. Yeah.
Like, okay, they're shooting at us. What do you want us to do? Just like take it and just die? Oh, we died.
You use the riot shield, run in, knock them out, and then you got to handcuff them, Junior. It's in the
Sometimes
rule
they don't
book.
listen.
It's in the handbook.
My handbook is they blasting, I'm blasting. Nothing. Sorry.
Even they
Otherwise-
try to
my
get
otherwise
handbook
I'm
is I
good
just
to
go
you.
in blasting. You ask questions
That's
later.
what I do.
Are you a
Whoever-
civilian? Oh, you can't answer.
That's right. They don't
He's
listen.
just gonna
to
grab.
them.
He's just
You're
gonna
under
grab the knife
arrest.
from.
You're under arrest.
He's just gonna grab
And
the
then
knife, put it in his hand. See, he had a weapon.
I was gonna say no. You're gonna see the terrorist
Uh-huh.
dead on the ground holding the AK. I'm like, this poor guy. He was just trying to use self-defense. No, and for that, just put a second pair of handcuffs on the civilian. I've seen too many zombie movies. All right. Next up, another one we got to get back into definitely for this. This is the last update, the final update, GTFO. We can't even get past the first update, but we're on the last update.
You're in the prison. You're out of it.
Yeah, we gotta get back into GTFO. I think I still have that one downloaded. I don't think I ever deleted that one.
Freaking- We
I
did.
still
We
have
we did complete one, and then we went to the second one, and then we just got our butt.
Yeah, we couldn't get to that
Basically, we
thing.
would have had it, but I was the last one alive, and the thing was able to get me around the fucking corner, which was bullshit. I was behind the crate, and he supposedly killed me.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And he
He
was
shot
the
you
last.
through the Craig.
Yeah, he was able to hit me through the damn fucking metal crate. That was bullshit.
That was stupid.
And then he was the last one to be killed, and I could have extracted out, and we would have won that one.
Yeah, that game's freaking hard.
Yeah, it is. But it's still fun.
It's fun because it's got a challenge. It's not one of those ones you're gonna beat right away.
Yeah, but also it's just like it's also randomized because sometimes we can get good. We get like a decent amount of shit where we can survive, and a lot of times we get like nothing, and we're like, oh fuck, we're just like, okay, we're just gonna go as long as we can because we're gonna die anyway because we have no meds, no ammo, everything. We have like nothing to defend ourselves with.
Yeah.
So, all right.
All right, and that brings me to the end of the list that I have on here, Junior. If there's any that I didn't mention on there,
I don't know if I don't know if you did mention them because I had to quickly go away for a second. But the other one I was seeing was the first Descendants. That looked
Yeah.
cool.
No, we've talked about that before. Even
Yeah.
this game did First Descendant. I said that's definitely one I think we're getting.
The Last Sentinel looks cool too.
That was on
Okay.
Tony's list.
Yo,
Yeah, we
yep.
mentioned that one.
Yeah, like I said, I don't know which ones you mentioned.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
You
we just went
mentioned the
through them
Dragon Ball
fast.
Sparking
Let's
Zero.
see.
You know what I got to say about this Game Awards, which I'm not into it, but I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's a good thing because we're getting different varieties in there. But there was a lot of JRPGs.
I can understand because right now, JRPGs beginning they were not like widely. It was only more in that was more typical Japan, more in that area.
Yeah.
Now a lot more are crossing over this way, and a lot of people are seeing more, like are getting more interested in it. So they're putting out a little bit more of those than other ones right now.
Yeah, no, I mean I think it's a good thing. Definitely get new people into gaming, get new genres out there. Because like you said, it was
Yeah.
few and far between. You had your big ones, Persona and stuff like that, but now I could see just scrolling through this like it's almost like 50-50 damn near. There's a lot. I wouldn't say
Yeah.
50-50. Never mind, not 50-50,
Yeah.
but there's a good handful of them, definitely.
Yeah, which is good. It's good that we're getting more variety of different things. Or not just mainly just one different thing. But yeah, pretty much I think you guys probably covered most of the ones I was saying.
Yeah.
Like that, it's just a lot of games we'll see come out. We'll see how it goes. Oh,
All
I don't
right.
know. You guys were talking about Bone and Skulls. Damn it, what's the fucking name again?
Skull and Bones.
Skulls and
Yeah,
Bones.
that comes out next in February.
Yeah, in 2 months.
Yeah, well, I said the date for that one.
Okay, just making sure I wasn't. Like I said, I had to dip out real quick for that. All right, that's about it. Let's get going.
All right, we're on to the last section of our podcast then.
Yep.
Now, it is time for the Game Awards.
All right. First, they start game of the year. We'll save that one for last. Do we want to run through nominees or just say the winner?
It's been out already.
do the
11 days.
nominees.
Yeah.
11 days out
Do
already.
the
So
nominees and then the winner.
Yeah, you're right. We'll just do the winners. No, we'll just do winners. We'll get through it real
All
quick.
yeah,
All right.
it's already
First
been
up,
out for long enough that everyone knows more or less.
for best game direction, we have Alan Wake 2. And
I'm
there,
not
I'll
surprised
read.
about
I'll
that.
read what the award was for too. Actually, so best game direction that's awarded for outstanding creative vision and innovation in game direction and design. Alan Wake 2.
I'm not surprised, but I'm pretty sure they had a close competition in that one for the other ones that were there.
Yeah. Best narrative for outstanding storytelling and narrative development in a game. Alan Wake 2.
That I would say was still another close one. I don't think it was a landslide.
Best art direction for outstanding creative and or technical achievement in artistic design and animation. Alan Wake 2.
That one I said same thing.
Nah.
It had some strong competitors in that one, so I'm pretty sure it wasn't no landslide. That's to my opinion. Who knows? I could
This
be
one
completely wrong.
I can kind of see how this one won for best score and
Yes.
music for outstanding music inclusive of score, original song, and or licensed soundtrack. Final Fantasy 16.
Yeah, I'm not surprised on that.
I mean,
one.
Final Fantasy was the one that had the whole orchestra go up during the whole Game Awards show. So of course,
I see that. It was nice. I like
it was good. Yeah. Best audio design for recognizing the best in-game audio and sound design. We had Hi-Fi Rush, which I'm not mad about that one. Hi-Fi Rush was.
I
good.
understand that one because of how it was and everything. So that one, I wasn't
would say-
surprised.
I would have thought that maybe Dead Space would have went into that because I thought I heard some comments about how they really redid the audio really well in the new Dead Space remake. But I'm not, like I said, I'm not mad about Hi-Fi Rush.
Yeah.
Best performance.
That one I could. This one I would have to know all these games. Well, only some of them I do know and like that, so I can't really say it was like yeah they did, no they didn't. In this category at least.
Yeah, best performance was awarded to an individual for voiceover acting, motion, and or performance capture. That was Neil Newbon of Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah.
for games for impact for a thought-provoking game with a pro-social meaning or message, and I guess that's pronounced Chia was the winner. I don't know any
Is
of
that
the. I
was the
know
next
Terra
one?
Nil.
I never
That's
heard.
the next one that I have on my list. I don't know if these are in order.
Because the next, well, you were going in order for me because the next one I have was innovation in accessibility.
No, that's not till way down on mine. I'm
Oh,
on that.
whatever.
I have the list off of IGN. I can here.
No, that's
I
fine.
actually,
Doesn't matter. Like
yeah.
for Impact Chias, that's the one we've seen before and everything, and I wasn't surprised on that one.
Yeah, I just threw the list in the Discord
Yeah.
for that. All right, but yeah, Chia for best ongoing game. This one I was not expecting this winner, but I'm not even mad about it because it's a game I'm playing right now. But, best ongoing game awarded to a game for outstanding development of ongoing content that evolves the player experience over time.
This
Cyberpunk
one,
2077.
This one I wasn't surprised when I first saw it. I was like, "What?" But I was like, "Really?" If you think about it, from the very first beginning of the game came out until it's now, I say this one is the best. What it's describing in the thing, outstanding development and ongoing content would be that. The other ones have been going
Oh,
ongoing.
you're actually what you just said about like going if you go off that definition, I do agree with you on that.
Yeah, that from there, from what it's telling in the
Yeah.
description, what it's doing it for, that Cyberpunk 2077 is the clear winner of all of them, because most of them have been they've been over time, they did good and all that, but of all of them, Cyberpunk had the worst start in the beginning, and
Yeah,
after
you're right.
time, it got better, better, and better.
Oh, and I gotta say, I don't think I mentioned this when I talked about Cyberpunk in the very, very beginning. That game also, I'd say, very similar to Battlefield. They've come CD Projekt Red has done such a good job changing that game around. Like it feels like it's a completely different game than what it was when we first got it on day one and played it. And it's just really, really good now. Looks great. Everything looks great. I'm not having near as many bugs. I haven't really had any bugs since my next on this playthrough that I'm doing now, like as compared to when the game first came out, and
I know
they've
when we were
really turned
streaming
it
it and
around.
playing it, yeah,
It
I
crashed. Yeah,
agree
that's
on
right. It
that.
crashed on us in the beginning,
Yeah, twitching things, stuff like that,
but
and all different
they come a
shit,
long way.
and the cops disappearing out of nowhere after you do shit
Yeah.
and all that.
Oh,
Endlessly.
they changed all the cops go after you now. The cops are like GTA cops now.
That's good. I would be
Yeah.
like that.
Even
Like
if you
that.
just like if you go up and rob someone, like steal their car or something like that, you got cops on you instantly right away. I was like, motherfucker, because you didn't used to have the cops didn't used to get on you when you pulled someone out of the car, but now they do.
Oh yeah, that's something
I
that
think it
checked
depends.
this car.
Like, and same thing in GTA. Sometimes you don't get the cops on you. Sometimes you do. It depends
Maybe
on where you do it and stuff like that.
maybe I did it
Yeah.
right in front of a cop. I didn't even notice.
But it
Anyways,
depends where you do it. Usually, one thing they could have done the same thing, which I'm going to be salty to the day I die, which they could have turned around too. You know the game I'm talking about.
which
Which they
one?
could have turned around, and they ended it when they were developing it right back again.
Well, I can
Starts
kind of
with an
think of.
A.
Yeah, that's one I can think of. There's another one I can think of too. What's it? Or wait, or
Anthem.
is it Anthem? Yeah,
Yeah,
or
it's
is it
Anthem.
Anthem? I thought there was a game
Uh,
recently we were just playing after Anthem, like within this last year or two, that we started liking it, and then they decided they were going to shut it down.
Yeah, it was Anthem.
No, that
The
was
only one
Anthem was like 3 years ago or 4 years ago.
Yeah.
There was one
Recently.
more. I thought there was one more recent than that. Even I want to say
The only one I remember that they shut down and they're gonna pop up, it was Nick's favorite. It was the Toonverse thingy.
Oh, that. Yeah.
But they were gonna come back again. They weren't. They were just shutting down for a period, and then we were gonna come back again.
I don't remember what it was. Anyways,
Unless you're talking about Back for Blood.
Back for Blood. Yes, that's the one. That one didn't have the same problems as Anthem, where like Back for Blood is a good game, and they just shut down out of nowhere for whatever fucking reason, and they were doing updates to it too. Like they were putting out new stuff for it. It didn't make any sense. But yes, Back for Blood was the one.
I think you told me, you said about it because they were gonna focus their resources on something else.
They want to focus on a new project, but it just didn't make, like Back for Blood was being successful. It didn't make any
Yeah.
sense at all whatsoever. Like everyone
Yeah,
loved
I
it.
know. I know. But
And
you
the
know,
game played great. There was no problems
Yeah.
with the game.
Yeah, there was no problem. It was a good game, everything around. But you know,
Yeah,
like I
that's the
said,
one that I'm fucking salty about. I'm generally pissed because remember I started putting so much time into it. I was
I
like, screw it,
know.
I want to get the cosmetics,
Yeah.
and then like a month later, yeah, we're done. Like, fuck you guys.
The same thing. I'm gonna be salty the day I die about Anthem. They could have turned that. It was
Anthem, I
good in the
am
beginning.
too.
Anthem
Anthem, I
was
am
good.
pissed too.
It
Yeah.
was good in the beginning. It was like that. It just needed a little bit more, like in context. Everything else was good about it. The little like that, but they had stuff to turn around, and they just went like, nah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that
Alright.
was wait, what was the company on Anthem? Yeah, I want to look that up. I forgot.
I think it was
don't even know.
EA because it's on EA Play.
That's who I wanted to say
I mean,
it was, but I couldn't remember 100%.
it should be on there.
Yeah, done by BioWare, and then that was the developer. The publisher was EA. I'm pretty sure. So, anyways, BioWare, they're a big company. It wasn't like it was a small independent company with no money. We're talking about BioWare and EA here.
Yeah, it was developer BioWare and publisher by Electronics Art.
Oh, here it is. Yeah, I was looking for EA. It actually said Electronic Arts. That's why I didn't see it.
Let's see it. Yeah.
So yeah, both companies with money, big, well-known companies. I don't see any reason for it. But anyway, all right, we'll get on to the next one.
Yeah.
Best indie game here for outstanding creative and technical achievement in a game made outside of the traditional publisher system. Sea of Stars was the winner. I don't even know those other ones.
The viewfinder is that one where you take a picture at a certain angle and it makes
Oh.
it like that.
Actually, yeah,
Dredge
the
was
viewfinder looked pretty cool.
The Dredge was the other one we seen in the game in the summer games. We did see that one.
I don't
The
remember
the
Dredge.
Dave Diver and Cocoon, I have no clue, but Cocoon came to Game Pass. I know that. Dave the Diver, I don't know. Those two I don't know, but the other three I did.
I did see Cocoon on Game Pass, which actually for next one, best debut indie game, for best debut game created by a new independent studio, it was Cocoon.
I don't know
And-
why, because I didn't even hear about it until then, but not like I was searching. So the
Yeah.
other one, the Dredge and the Viewfinder, I knew. Pizza Tower, I did not know. And the other one, I don't know. Pizza Tower looked creepy.
I didn't even see it.
It was
I've
just a
never
little
even-
picture of it, and he's all crazy looking. I was like, what the? That's weird. It was creepy to me.
All right, next up for best mobile game. For best game playable on mobile device, we had Honkai Star Rail.
I'm
Which
not surprised on that one.
I didn't know that one.
That one is just as big as Genshin Impact, but I think it was bigger. Monster Hunter Now, that one I could see why the Hockey Star was way more than that one. And then 7, I could see that. I just could see the Hawkeye Star Ride winning.
All right, next up for best community support, recognizing a game for outstanding community support, transparency, and responsiveness, inclusive of social media activity and game updates and patches. That was Baldur's Gate 3. For best VR AR game, for the best game experience playable in virtual or augmented reality, irrespective of platform, Resident Evil Village. That's
And
actually. Huh?
like I was talking to you earlier, I didn't even know they Gran Turismo 7 even had one.
Yeah, what the heck?
Yeah, no,
That was
I remember. You know when they showed Gran Turismo 7? When they do the VR show during the summer.
Oh yeah, but they didn't
They
show
have-
a lot of it. They just showed a
No.
glimpse. That's why I
Yeah,
didn't remember it.
It was
That's
quick,
why I didn't
yeah.
remember it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I didn't remember. That's why when I said I was like I didn't see that, but in my back of my head I was like I'm like
They have done it.
did I do or not? Because I just remember it was like a quick glimpse of that.
Yeah. Next up for innovation and accessibility. Recognizing software and or hardware that is pushing the medium forward by adding features, technology, and content to help games be played and enjoyed by an even wider audience. Forza
I was not-
Motorsport.
I wasn't surprised. Forza has been winning that one each year so far.
Yeah, Forza. And I got to say, after I've just played very little of it, but the new Forza Motorsport's very good. Next, for best action game. For the best game in action genre focused primarily on combat, Armored Core
I,
6, Fires of
I wasn't
Rubicon.
I was not surprised about that one.
Yeah.
Live in Dead Island 2.
Then we had best action adventure. For the best action adventure game combining combat with traversal and puzzle solving, Legend of
Wasn't
Zelda Tears of the Kingdom.
Wasn't surprised on that one.
I wasn't surprised it got it, but I feel like almost any of those games could, like, those were all very good nominees. I think any of those could have got it.
Yeah, it was. I like all of them were close by, but I could see why that one
Yeah.
went boom.
For best RPG, for the best game designed with rich player character customization and progression, including massively multiplayer experiences, Baldur's Gate 3.
I see that one because they included included massive multiplayer experience. I can see how that one would beat out Starfield because Starfield has no. Because it also says included, so that gives it an edge. Like anyone that has a mass experience gives it
Yeah.
more of an edge. Like Life of Pi would have lost to it for that category. The only one I think would have been had a chance in that category was Final Fantasy 6, Final Fantasy 16.
Yeah.
Because of the inclusive of massive multiplayer experience.
And
Unless I'm
next-
thinking of a different way, but yeah, but I can still see that nonetheless.
Yeah. No, I think you're right, though, on that, honestly, because I was going to say, how is Starfield even included in that if it had to have massively multiplayer experiences as well? 'Cause it's
Same
not.
thing with Lies of Pi because that doesn't have none whatsoever.
All right, for best
And
fighting
Sea of
game.
Stars, I'm not 100% sure on that one. Sorry about that.
That's all good. For best fighting game, for the best game designed primarily around head-to-head combat, it was Street Fighter 6, which that's not surprising. I think it would have been between that and Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, if Tekken was in there, I think I would have probably said Tekken would have probably taken it.
Well, I think Tekken was last year, wasn't it?
I think
I-
there's a new Tekken,
What?
and I think in
was
the
a
new
new
Tekken's
one.
not.
It's Tekken 8, I thought. I just want to see the year on Tekken 8 real quick. Let's see. Oh, Tekken 8's not even out yet. Tekken 8's coming
What
out.
the hell?
So
See?
wait, I thought. Oh, man, I thought there was. When did Tekken
I think-
7 come out?
I'm not sure.
I don't know. You can
And that was
I know there was a-
2015. I thought there was another fighting game in there in between, man. I thought it was
No,
Tekken, but I guess I'm
No,
wrong.
Tekken's been announced and stuff like that. But that's why I said Tekken, since it was not in this year, which is coming out. That's why I said if Tekken was in there, I think it might
Tekken will get next year.
probably.
All right. Best family game. For the best game appropriate for family play, irrespective of genre or platform. Super Mario Brothers Wonder.
I can see that because there's a couple ones I can't really see, like Party Animal one that how the
Sonic
concept
Superstar.
is. No, Sonic Superstar I can see that one because that's more towards like what Mario is. Pikmin 4 is more. It is like in a sense like it's like kid friendly, but it's not really something like family wise because you have to strategize, make sure everything's going right. If all your dudes get killed, then it's done.
Yeah.
So I see why that one.
All right. For best sports racing game. For the best traditional and non-traditional sports and racing game, we had Forza Motorsport. Next up, best sim strategy. Best game focused on real-time or turn-based simulation or strategy gameplay, irrespective of platform. Pikmin 4.
That one, for the couple other ones I've seen in it, I'm kind of surprised a little bit, not too much, but from what it is from the other contenders it had in there.
Yeah, I've heard like a lot of good things actually about all of them. Honestly,
Yeah, that's what I'm
Fire Emblem
saying.
Companies, Hero Cities, and Advance Wars. Yeah.
Yeah, so
All right, for best multiplayer game, for outstanding online multiplayer gameplay and design, including co-op and massively multiplayer experiences, irrespective of game genre or platform, we had Baldur's Gate 3.
I'm not surprised in that one.
Yeah. Content creator of the year, for a streamer or content creator who has made an important and positive impact on the community in 2021, that was Iron Mouse.
I'm not surprised at that. I've been seeing her a lot.
I don't
all
even know
over
who that
everywhere.
is.
Never heard of
I-
that.
Yeah.
I don't know her. I just of the pictures they put up. I know her by her picture. I didn't really know her name, but I've seen her. I see her through my Facebook pop out like different things because she uses a CIA avatar.
Oh, you mean the like AI ones?
Kind of.
It's like a
This,
CGI.
yes,
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
and she popped out more. The other ones I don't know either by name or by face. And the one that didn't have really a picture was the people make game ones. I didn't see a picture of it, so I couldn't tell if it was someone I knew or not.
Yeah.
But I can see why, because I see like the other ones I don't know. I don't know their names, and I don't think I've seen them before, unless they did an avatar too, and it just only showed them their actual picture and not their avatar.
All right, moving on to the next one. We got best esports athlete. The esports athlete judged to be the most outstanding for performance and conduct in 2021, irrespective of game. That is
What is
Lee
it?
Faker Song. You don't know winner.
Ayo.
We'll just go with
Ayo.
Faker.
Joaquin, something like that.
Ayo.
But yeah, but why is it 2021?
That don't make any sense. Should have been 2023.
Why is it like
Wait,
2
you're
years
right.
back?
You're
Why
Yeah,
is
it
right.
said
2 years back?
2021.
I can understand maybe a year back because depending on what esports they're playing, could
Well,
be
that was even for content creator of the year. That one even said impact on the community in 2021. I didn't even catch that.
Oh yeah,
Right?
I didn't get that either.
That's
Uh,
something.
I have no clue.
Did Game Awards wasn't canceled last year, right?
No, we seen
No,
it last year.
no.
Yeah, we
It's
have a
not.
Game Awards episode. I don't know why
Yeah.
it does. That's really weird. All right, whatever. Best esports coach again for 2021. It's the winner's Christine Potter Chi. But that's
I think
I
I've
don't know
heard of
why
her
it's
before.
2021.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's got me
I
thrown
don't
off. I know I
know.
don't have the wrong one because the next one right here
No,
says
no, no.
2023.
No, it says
Um,
2021.
For best esports event, recognizing an event across single or multiple days that delivered a best of class experience for participants and the broadcast audience. That was 2023 League of Legends World Championship. I think that one's pretty much won damn near every year.
I think so.
Should have been Valorant.
Best esports game is the next one up for the game that has delivered the best overall esports experience to players, inclusive of tournaments, community support, and content updates, irrespective of genre or platform. Valorant was the winner on that one.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
I've heard people from Call of Strikes 2 that's pretty much the same thing as one. It's just better graphics and all that. It's like basically nothing.
Yeah.
And like League of Legends, I'm somewhat surprised, but not surprised at the same time that it won.
Next up, we have for best esports team, recognizing a specific esports team, not the full organization, judged the most outstanding for performance and conduct in 2021. JD Gaming.
2021.
I don't know what's up with the 2020. Maybe I wonder if they're
This is one of
typos and they're supposed to
23
be
people,
2023.
Yeah. Why would
You
they put
know, I wonder if
2021?
somebody just like whoever was doing this article did like a copy and paste of like the categories and they just copied and pasted the 2021s and forgot to edit the 2023 out.
I'm trying to
Or
fool
the
people, that's
2021 out and
what's
put
going
in the 2023.
Maybe, who knows?
Because these are the winners for these categories for this
Yeah.
year.
on. Mhm.
All right. Most anticipated game. Recognizing an announced game that has demonstrably illustrated potential to push the gaming medium forward. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth was our winner.
I'm not surprised on that one because if it's saying like post the potential to push the medium, Tekken not really because of what it is. Star Wars Outlaw could, but I don't think it could do that. The Like a Dragon, that one, I don't think so. Hades 2 for what it is, well, how it is and everything, I don't think so. The only top two contenders I would think would be Final Fantasy 7 or Star Wars Outlaw. Those are the only two I can think of would be pushing that from base of what it's saying as their description or their definition.
I think this was a really this category is a really opinion based category too. Like for me, definitely the most anticipated for me is Star Wars Outlaws by far.
It should have won that.
Yeah, but like I said, but by I'm going by what the definition, not by that. But if it was be me, mine would be Final Fantasy 7 because that's just me,
Yeah.
like how you said. But from what is definition, I'm saying those two would be it, and
Yeah.
that was probably a hard fight to do it. But we have seen Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth already be pushing it. While
Yeah.
while Star Wars Outlaw we've seen I think a bit, but nothing yet of conclusive.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's go to the next one.
Yeah, we got just a couple left. Best adaptation, celebrating game-inspired projects across the entertainment, including TV, movies, comics, and more. Last of Us is the winner, which that really does not surprise me at all. That
What
TV show is
surprised
so
me,
good.
what surprised me is I did not know, like I said earlier, that Gran Turismo had one.
So I knew Gran Turismo had one, but I forget
They
that
had
was
a
another
movie
one.
of
I
it.
forgot it came out.
It was a movie.
Yeah, I remember it getting like announced. I remember seeing trailers and stuff, but it's one of those things like I'm not big into Gran Turismo. I just completely forgot about it. The Twisted
Baby,
Metal one, me and Helen started watching Twisted Metal. I think we were only through like the first 2 episodes, and it's like it's okay, but that's one I'm gonna go back and finish because it wasn't bad. I'm curious to see if it gets better than what it is, and I like Anthony Mackie as an actor.
yeah. But Twisted Metal to do what it's supposed to do from the game, it's kind of hard because what
Oh yeah,
Twisted Metal was.
yeah,
Because otherwise, Twisted Metal would have to be like you remember the movie Death Race?
yep,
It would have to be something like that,
yeah,
but instead of a movie, and
yes.
a whole lot more crazy.
So the like going with that with what you said with what they have to work with, I don't think they were doing a bad job with it. I'll just
Ah, okay.
I would put it that way. I think they're doing a pretty good job with what they have to work with. And like I said, you probably gotta I don't know. I think it helps like in the main actor as an actor. Like if Anthony Mackie's someone you just don't like and you're gonna see him every episode, it's probably not gonna be to your liking.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. From what I've seen and looked at and everything, from what they're doing with Twisted Metal, it's not like I said. It's for what it is. It's good
I mean, if you're
because
comparing it to the one that won The Last of Us, no, there's no comparison. The Last of Us, I think, blows all of those out of the water.
yeah,
The Last of Us was just so freaking good.
yeah, because that one they could really do what you have to for that one. They could really go with it and do what it's supposed to be. While Twisted Metal can't
Yeah.
really do it. Super Mario Brothers. It's
Super
Super
Mario
Mario.
Brothers, the Super Mario Brothers movie was good. Don't get me wrong. I thought that was a great movie, but compared to The Last of Us, no. The Last of
Yeah,
Us was
because
better.
also that's like a lot of these are like series. While that one's a movie. To compare a movie to a series is
Yeah, yeah.
it's kind of like stupid to me. But
All
yeah,
right. All right, we'll move on to this last one. This is Player's Voice. This was the category 100% voted on by fans and their favorite games of 2023. And the winner goes to Baldur's Gate 3.
I'm not surprised on that one.
I think there's the only discrepancy I have with this, which it didn't really matter because it didn't win, is I don't think Cyberpunk should have been in there because it's under there as Cyberpunk 2077 Phantom Liberty. Like, to me, I felt like it should have been a game, not an expansion as a nominee, but
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah,
It didn't win anyways, but
yeah, but this is fan favorite and thing. Yeah, well, I get you on that.
all right. And then that brings us to last but not least, our final game of the year winner for 2023. And it goes to Baldur's Gate 3.
Not surprised.
Yeah, it doesn't. I think it would have been honestly out of so I'll read the nominees for this one. And the nominees we had for Game of the Year was Alan Wake 2, Baldur's Gate 3, Marvel's Spider-Man 2, Resident Evil 4 Remake, Super Mario Brothers Wonder, and Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. I think it would have been between Spider-Man 2, Baldur's Gate, and Alan Wake. Resident Evil 4 Remake, it's a remake. It's been done already
Yeah.
before. Still, it's a great game, but people know it already. Super Mario Brothers Wonder, nothing against that one at all. But when you're bringing it up against like Spider-Man 2, Baldur's Gate 3, Alan Wake, I think that's obvious that those are kind of better. Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, I think would have been a winner had it not been out like the whole year already. Those top 3 that I just read, Alan Wake, Baldur's Gate, Spider-Man, those are just, I think, newer than it, where Tears of the Kingdom's been out a little bit longer.
Yeah, because the Tear of the Kingdom, the hype of that one's already went down. Because when it came out, it was everywhere. Now it's like there, but not there. While these two are still more, all those 3 as you mentioned are still more present.
Yeah.
And also, it says like in all fields, it's just, there's certain games that you can't really compare. Like Boulder Gates, that one can be single and multiplayer. Alan Wake, in a sense, is also I think a single one, isn't it? Or am I wrong?
No, Alan Wake single, yeah.
That one's single. Spider Man is also single. Pretty much every other game is pretty much single. The only one that's actually has a like a multiplayer or a co-op aspect is Boulder Gates 3,
Yeah.
which that gives it more of an edge compared to the other three, all of them. In my concept, in my opinion,
Yeah.
I say it gives it a little bit more edge. If you took that one out, all of them have, well, not all of them will have an equal standing, but more of them will have a equal footing in a sense.
Yeah.
But I can I can see why it's there, but also why should it be there as well. But that's how it goes.
All right. Well, that wraps up our Game Awards of 2023. Anything else you guys want to add?
That's pretty much it.
Nope, just that, and looking forward to. There's a couple other. What other game I'm looking forward to next besides?
I'm probably looking at that First Descendant. I really want to see more of that.
Oh yeah, that one is. But we don't know when that one is. Like the nearest one that would be closest would be Skulls and Bones because I want to see more of that.
Yeah,
The
well,
First
hopefully I'm
Descendant.
going to get to try that in the beta this weekend. Hopefully. I got to go make sure I've confirmed my invitation after this.
All right then. Yep. See about that one. We'll see how that goes.
Anything else you want to add, Tony?
Well, that's pretty much it.
All right. Well, thank you guys if you're still listening for making it to the end of the episode. And thank you for supporting us and sticking with us on the little 5-month hiatus we had there. We're not completely gone. We're going to be coming back again.
Next
I think, yeah, we're going to see. I can't give anyone an exact date like we were doing before, just with everything we got going on. And we're in the holidays right now. So try and look out for us sometime in January if you really, really want to stay on top of when we're going to be doing our next one and our streams and everything. Like I said, hopefully we'll be able to jump into a game either later today or sometime this next week. If not this next week, for sure, it's going to be the week after Christmas because I'm off all week and I'll hopefully get some streaming done.
I should be mostly off week all next week, depending.
But like I was saying, if you want to keep up with us, the best way is make sure you go check us out on Discord. And like I said, you can find that link through our Facebook. And I'm gonna be getting back more on the Facebook, updating that more, updating the Twitter. So make sure you guys go follow us on all those 6th Street Entertainment. Thank you guys for listening. I don't think I got anything else.
Nope. Thank you guys, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you guys. Yep.
All right. See you guys on the next one.
Come meet me by the river, now that the moon is high. Nights made